intent was there.
The intent was there.
So let's take a look at this man, Gilles Simon. He's 32 years of age, career prize money, 12 million something. ATP ranked about 89. That'll go up, of course, 6 feet in height, 70 kilograms in weight. He plays right-handed, of course. He turned pro in 2002. So he's been around for a little over 15 years. And that's his career win-loss record. Gilles Simon of France. So he knows what it is to have been on the ATP Tour for quite a while. And one among numerous Frenchmen who have done some remarkable tennis during the years. Denis Sandgren in round 1, 4-1. Batista Agut 6-3, 7-6. That was an upset win there. And then Ricardo Lara 6-2, 6-3. Marin Cilic in the semi-finals 1-6, 6-3, 6-2 after that pulverizing first set that Cilic was awesome in. But Gilles Simon coming through to the final in this opening event on the ATP Tour, World Tour rather, for 2018. As he heads into Australia, of course, he'll be very, very confident. And here's Kevin Anderson, age 31. Career prize money is a little over 10 million. Ranking is 14, 6'8" in height, 93 kilograms in weight, right-handed, of course. And he's been around for a little over 10 years. And he's come into his own, I would say, in the last year and a half or 2 years. He's matured more as a player. So in the first round, Thiago Monteiro retired, so he really didn't have much of a match there. 3 sets against Kukukshin in the quarter-final, and then Benoit Paire 3 sets. So he's had a good set of matches to get to this final. Well, would you say Simon plays a little bit like Benoit Paire?
Both Kevin Anderson and Benoit Paire in yesterday's semi-final hit that wide serve in the deuce court so well. Paire was standing in the alley, still couldn't catch up to some of them. Ooh. Sure, there's butterflies in the stomach of both players, as usual, and this being a big final, especially for Gilles Simon, who I don't think has been in a final for a while.
Thank you, please be seated.
Well, people are really moving around on the sides there. That has prompted Anderson to hold off for a minute.
Take your seats. Thank you.
The box seats. Oh, there we are.
Gloves are waiting for you, sir, please.
Little
Thank
bit
you.
of could have been a major accident there, but it managed to stave it off. Applause from the crowd. There we are, 15-all.
He did serve a high percentage of first serves wide in the deuce court, Kevin. And this is such a fluent motion, and with the 6'8" height, he can get it short in the box. Almost unplayable.
40-15.
All 4 serves have gone into the Simon forehand. That's probably the strategy for the evening. Beautiful backhand down the line from Gilles. He has such a short backswing on the backhand side.
40-30.
Watch this right here. Blocks the serve back, and this. Look at the early take back and guides the ball down the line. Perfect.
Mr. Simon trying the call in the left far side line. Ball was called in.
Oh yes, I think he called. There it is.
Second serve.
Didn't miss by much.
Yeah,
Great second serve to close out the game. But I guess the strategy, the book on Gilles Simon is to go to his forehand a lot more than the backhand, which is extremely solid. And he hit winners as well, as you saw in the previous point, the backhand down the line winner. Also with a short backswing like that and a serve coming at you at 100 and 120 miles an hour, the backhand works a lot better than the forehand, where he's got a little bit bigger backswing.
Well, he's got the fist pump going in the first game. Kevin Anderson off to a good start with 2 fine serves.
Amazingly, he had the fist pump going after losing the first set and down 3-2 in the second. He was still fist pumping, which I thought was good.
Take your
That's
seats,
what
please.
Brad does
Thank
too,
you.
Brad Klein, his new coach. He's very, very upbeat 24/7. So still people walking around
Any seats
here
for now, please. Players are waiting. Thank you.
behind the court. And there we are. Have a seat. Well done.
Standing room only or sitting the stairs?
Here we are. Simon to serve. Love one.
Gilles seems quite relaxed though, considering.
What is quite kind of disconcerting with Simon is he doesn't give you much space. He throws up the ball, he's willing to run, and kind of, grinds the error out of him.
Look at the serve. Forcing the error from a 149-kilometer round per serve. He's the Brad Gilbert of his generation. Wouldn't you say?
Exactly.
Winning ugly.
Exactly. It's an
Winning
inside joke,
ugly.
but try to share it. 30 love.
He gets the job done beautifully. Big return from the South African. That's very popular with the players nowadays, the big, going big down the middle and forcing the server backwards. Goodbye. Well played. Well, Kevin Anderson has to be very patient when dealing with someone like Simon. Move him from side to side as he does there so well. And that's a good play going behind him because Simon is so quick. Well, he's just rolling the serve in at 142 kilometers an hour, which is about 80 or 85 miles, and content to start the rally and just go backhand to backhand with Anderson, which might be a good strategy. I hope his shoulder's okay.
Well, longer the point gets, of course, which is what Gilles Simon likes to have done. Keep the rallies as long as possible, and he's having a good laugh. Enjoying himself, Gilles Simon. And the errors have come from Anderson to give Simon the game. So 1 game all in this opening set, and a beautiful evening here in Pune.
Funnily enough, Veej, even yesterday, he was getting clobbered in that first set, but he was smiling and walking around. When he won his first game at 5-love, he kind of waved to the crowd to try and pick up his spirits, which they did, with his hands up in the air. Then comes back to win the next 2 sets, 3-2. Incredible.
So he's a very relaxed young man, Simon.
Well, he kind of lulls you to sleep, is what he does. He does it so well. Yeah, great serve.
$15.
Almost took the linesman's head off. Now, speed gun doesn't seem to be working today. I don't think that's what Kevin Anderson wants to do, get into long, protracted rallies with Simon.
30-15.
He just wears you down. This is an extremely good rally. Kevin just belting the ball, and Simon content to run it down and make him play the extra shot. Rally length, 18 shots already. Yeah, great serve. Speed gone back in action, 208. Kevin's 2 best serves are the wide one in the deuce court and the wide one in the ad court. Not so good down the tee.
Hawks.
Amazing, even in the course of the rally, that Simon can vary the pace of the ball so well. Need a hard one, it's a soft one, a medium pace one, a loopy one. Quite amazing what he can do with the ball.
He's also a very light mover.
Very light mover.
Simon.
I think he's beaten Federer a number of times in his earlier years.
And Nadal.
And Nadal.
Game point, 40-30.
Should be a light mover, he's only 70 kilos. Can you believe it? 70 kilos.
Incredible. When he generates more pace, it's entirely on his timing.
Oh yes.
Yes, well played. Going behind his opponent, Kevin Anderson. A little bit of bother, but he holds on for 2-1 on serve, first set.
Yes. Well played, well played. Not an easy smash, it was quite a good lob. considering the kind of defensive position that Simon was in. Watch this. This is an amazing forehand approach. So Simon gets his hand on it and tosses up a high defensive lob. Almost gets his hand on the next one. Look at this. What movement from the 33-year-old. That's not what he normally misses.
So early in this first set, Kevin Anderson with a bit of a look on the Simon serve. 1-2, love 30.
Kevin looks so intense and focused. Gilles Simon much more relaxed in his approach to the game. Needs a few more first serves and nothing is getting up over 175k. Ooh, bad miss that one. 3 break points for the big South African.
Love 40.
His confidence level must be high after winning the tournament last week, and if he wins here, he'd be a legitimate contender for the Aussie Open. Especially with the field falling apart, Murray's pulled out. Novak looks a bit doubtful. At least only Fed and Nadal.
15-40.
Rafa is not in great shape.
So in this fourth game, Anderson now has a couple of chances to break the Frenchman's serve. Well, it certainly had to do with the placement of the serve right into the body of the South African. And he saves one very nicely with his two-hander. Cross-court winner, caught very early.
Well, he sank quite a few forehands and backhands yesterday, but that's the first one of tonight. Simon would be lucky to get out of this love 40 hole that he's in. Another shank. Oh, right into the cheap seats, as they say. I don't think they're that cheap, but right into the stands. That's an unusual miss from the Frenchman. Normally rock solid in the baseline rallies. Kevin Anderson looks like a very purposeful young man. The way he walks around, the way he carries himself. Hardly a change of expression. Another shank. Very, very amazing, considering he's got a beautiful looking backhand.
Landed Simon.
Oh, great wide serve. Oh yes. The first serve was Gilles Simon, 124 kilometers an hour. That's about 70 miles an hour. Incredible. This backhand here, absolutely superb. Took it early. The ball was sitting up right in the strike zone. Really powered through it. Clean winner. This game 5 minutes and 11 seconds long already. That serve of Simon's, the toss, can get away from him. As you saw right there, it was way too much to the right. Well, Gilles is certainly one of the best counter-punchers in the game. And as well as he's playing today, just forcing his opponent to go for more and hit a bigger shot, and that's where the errors are coming from. Two forehands he missed this game, which he normally wouldn't.
It's not easy to suddenly generate more pace in the middle of the point. And he certainly lulled Anderson into some errors here.
But funny enough, he dumped both those forehands into the net. It's not, if they'd gone long, it would have been one thing, but just kind of smothered them. Three red cards. Oh yeah, the last one worked in Anderson's favor, sat up nicely for him. Unusual to see three red cards in 1 point. That one right there sits up so well for in the strike zone of Kevin Anderson. He knows he got a bit lucky there.
Break point yet again for 3-1. Yes, it's wide.
Mr. Anderson trying the call in the left far sideline.
Well, this was at the near end.
Ball is called out.
And assuming my eyesight still holds up, I think it's wide.
Yeah, not by much. Yeah,
thank you
call,
very much.
Rich, good call.
Yes, Mr. Anderson has 2 challenges remaining.
Deuce yet again.
Advantage Simon.
Well done.
Sorry, there was after a bit of bother there. This young man manages to squeeze out a service game. Not much change in strategy though so far.
I think it was a lot more than a little bother there. It was love 40 and a couple of break points down. Managed to wriggle his way out of that game to probably a 10 or 11 minute game, and now it's 2 games all, but does manage to hold on.
Love 15.
Well, a rocket-like backhand from South African, just wide of the sideline.
You see, you tend to go for more with a man like Simon because he's got a great set of wheels.
Runs down every ball, gives you no pace. Tough combination. Well, that was a great serve. 207 out wide.
15 all.
Oh, it's a lovely service.
Also short in the box, so much more difficult to pick up. As good a backhand as he hit, that approach shot was not the best. Gave Kevin Anderson all the time in the world. This one right here was superb backhand, but this, he kind of rushed it, and it set up nicely for Kevin Anderson's forehand. 148 km/h winner. He does pick up the serve well, though I feel that his serve into the backhand, the second court, is probably his better one. Well, he's 6'8", you can hit it wherever you want. He served a couple of body serves to Pair last night and hit him. Pair couldn't get out of the way. Wow, that's what you call using your opponent's pace. Short backswing.
40-30.
Oh, this truly was a glorious return from the Frenchman. All in the timing. I say.
Two clean winners. Wow.
Well, some marvellous returning here from the Frenchman, and surprising his opponent completely.
Well, the placement of both returns within a foot of the sideline. Kevin Anderson had no chance at all.
Yeah, another look at the second serve. Oh, I say!
Just called out, I think. I wonder if it's going to be a challenge.
Goodness.
Advantage, Anderson.
Well, there's a challenge coming up here, I think, is there? Yes, there is.
There is.
Well done. Well, he pulled himself together there, Anderson. Surprised by those two magnificent returns from Simon, but it's on serve. 3-2, first set. 2-3 in the first set.
I guess the last time an Indian was in the final here in the single of the Chennai Open was 2009 when Silic beat Sombe in the final, which was a very, very good match. .152 km/h serve. Just amazingly, it forced the error from Kevin Anderson.
You really have to get up to the ball here because all players are not used to playing at this pace.
He just goes about his business. No muss, no fuss, just rolls the ball in, gets the rally going, runs down anything he can. Makes the opponent play the extra ball. 4 quick points. A minute and 10 seconds.
Without an ace or a winner.
The previous game, service game looked 10 minutes, and this one took just over a minute.
Well, Kevin Anderson has had 60 aces in 3 matches. It's an incredible serving situation from the South African. So, after 30 minutes of play, it's 3-all in the first set.
Great serve. Got the Frenchman moving to the right a little bit to cover the wide one. Kevin should certainly use that serve more often. With his height, he can get it really short in the box. Kicker.
just the timing, isn't it? When,
15 all.
he mixes it up so well, Gilles Simon. This man also a product of college tennis, Kevin Anderson, in the United States.
University of Illinois.
15 all.
Net. First service.
Ooh.
Mr. Anderson trying the goal in the right.
Not a good call,
line.
that. Ball certainly looked like it hit the line. Two serves.
First serve.
Anderson, love to see you
50
again in
all.
Maharashtra. Well, he certainly got a fan base here already. Played the first loopy ball really deep, and then the second one up the line for a winner. But he does go for it. He really can smack the ball if he wants to.
15,
Very
30.
smart player. Pushes Anderson on to the back foot and then closes out the point. Well, now the first two break points of the match for the Frenchman.
Well, you would think that Anderson is driving this match,
15, 40.
but yes, bit of frustration there from the South African, and a real test now for this man with a good serve. 15-40 at 3 all.
I have a feeling this is the first time that Kevin Anderson has played Gilles Simon in any match. Might be the first meeting.
Yes, it's in.
Well, the question is, how many times can Kevin Anderson do that? That was a magnificent point on both sides.
40.
But he had to hit within 6 inches of the line to get a clean winner. Another break point. Riley Leng, 21 shots. Longest of the day.
And still break point.
Unbelievable forehand down the line winner. A break point, and with that, Gilles Simon breaks serve. First break of the day. 4-3. Opening set.
Simone.
This match, a real mental battle for both the players. Simon needing to make every ball and force Anderson to play the extra ball, and Anderson trying to keep his cool and not overhit. 175 kilometers first serve, probably the slowest one in this tournament. Everybody's been up to the 200s. new balls here before Gilles Simon. Oh, great shot. Good depth, forcing the error.
40 love.
Kevin must be a little confused as to what to do. How big to go on the ground strokes.
Well, those 3 break points that he had on the Simon serve in this first set seems to be a turning point there. Just wide. Yes, the question is, did it touch the line or not? Well moved in the chair.
I think it missed. Not by much.
Second serve.
And a quick 4-point hold by the Frenchman, consolidating the break.
Simon leads 5 games to 3. So Simon has 2 challenges remaining.
So amazing turn of events here, as Anderson had a first look at the break point on the Simon serve. But now 39 minutes into this first set, it is Kevin Anderson, the number 2 seed, serving to stay in the first set.
What a point. Amazing movement by the 33-year-old Frenchman to get to that drop shot. This was a good drop shot, but Simon very quick to get it. He pokes it down the line. This one again, not an easy high backhand volley.
Well, Anderson had a look at this pass here off the forehand. Got away with it. Great legs, this man, Simon. Good serve.
$15
I think the other thing about Gilles Simon is I think he likes a target. If you come to the net, he's all set up to hit the pass, as he did on that amazing passing shot on the run to break serve.
Just happening time and time again. The same rally with Anderson giving the error.
15-13.
Gilles Simon just timing it perfectly.
I think Kevin, if he wants to go toe-to-toe with Simon, he needs to, I think, reduce the pace of his ground strokes just a wee bit. Because otherwise his 10th, 11th ball, he's going for too much and giving away the unforced error. If that's how he wants to play this match. Oh, a rare unforced error on the forehand.
And a big point as well.
30 all.
15-30 to 30 all.
Great serve, wonderful serve out wide. 189, placed perfectly.
40,
And there's
30.
Mrs. Anderson watching the match with probably a heart in her mouth.
Well, it's $80,000 to the winner.
And what, 50,000 to the runner-up, is it? Or
40 plus.
40 plus.
Sizable prize money check.
The points equally valuable, 250 to the winner and 125 to the runners-up.
So a couple of errors there, unusually, from the Simon racket. And 43 minutes into this first set, it'll be Simon serving for the first set when we come back. Side I go.
Oh, what a 155 km/h first serve.
15 love.
Puts it in the alley.
I wanted to see you with one of those buggeries on, because they'd let me rather large to cover all the hair. Oh, he's missed a forehand.
Amazingly, I've had one last February in the Davis Cup when the whole team was put in one of these, and I think it looked rather splendid, if I may say so myself.
Absolutely, I think it's a very handsome piece.
Yeah, it is.
15 all, serving for the set at 5-4.
Out. 30-15.
And the other thing is, you start to wonder how you keep missing that. 2 errors of the return, 2 points away from the set.
Making sure he gets all his first serves in play. Very clever. No, missed.
Mr. Simon trying to pull in the left.
Went for the challenge.
Went for the challenge.
Ball was gone
We've
down.
got 2 left, so. No, that was wide though. Caught it a little late. Ooh, barely.
Oh, it's now. 30 all. Mr. Simon has 1 challenge remaining.
Still 2 points from the set.
It's a big point, this. Well. A couple of errors.
Well, beaten by the pace and depth of the Anderson backhand. This one right here, deep and hard and through the court, forcing the error from Simon.
30-40.
So from lost the last 2 points.
Bit lucky there, but he got away with it. Anderson with a lovely backhand cross-court pass. And just when this looked like... Yeah, it's a little unlucky there.
Was that a net call?
Yes.
Oh, that's
marginally.
really unlucky.
Yeah, he puts up his hand there to say apologizes, but bit of lady luck in his favor there, Anderson. 5-0 first set. All square now.
Yeah, wonderful rally. The thing about Gilles Simon as opposed to Benoit Paire is the fact that even though he lost his serve, he just goes right back to business. No change of expression on his face.
I was just thinking though whether, you know, at 3-5 on Anderson's serve, it was 30 all. At 5-4, it was 30 love on the Simon serve. So
Yes,
you're
he
gonna
certainly
have to
had
shake
his
that off.
chances. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens if he doesn't win this first set. Big forehand from Kevin Anderson.
13
And here's his partner, Pierre Hebert, one of the top doubles players in the world, and in the doubles final with Gilles Simon against the Dutch team of Haze and Middelkoop, coming up later this evening. The full house thoroughly enjoying this final. That's his best serve. 218 out wide. Great ball toss, great snap of the wrist.
40-15.
Look at that. Tremendous. And a good hold by Kevin Anderson.
Well, it came back beautifully from 5-3 down to put his nose in front now on serve, 6-5 first set. Couldn't quite close the lid, now serving to stay in the set, 5-6.
Yeah, lovely wide serve. This is a huge, huge game for the Frenchman. Lost 3 in a row and needs to stem the rot. That's nice, 2 easy points.
30 love. Net for service.
That's a good play. Well done. Beautiful 1-2-3 there. Body serve.
40.
Followed by a forehand down the line. This one right there, beautiful body serve, and then easy put away. Even at 155, if it's placed well, the serve is quite effective.
Glorious backhand up the line. Well, there we are. After 54 minutes, very little to choose between these two players as we head into a tie break in this first set.
Kevin Anderson, of course, playing the third straight opening set tie break. He lost to Kukushkin, he lost yesterday to Benoit Paire. Let's see if he can pull this one out. What a point. Very aggressive point from the South African. That backhand setting it up.
1-0 Anderson.
Tremendous first point. This backhand is the one that he crushes, forcing Paire to, Gilles Simon to move to his left. Stepping it up there, the South African.
2-0 Anderson.
Tremendous forehand, this one. Goes back behind him. A little unlucky, and lucky for the Frenchman, didn't come over. That would have been a dead let guard. Still, mini break ahead for Kevin.
Net for service.
That would be so annoying to the server. He hit an ace and then gets called a let. Taking it very calmly. He had it. He had a good look at that.
It was the sheer pace of the forehand from Anderson that forced the error.
Well, just creeping over the net, but yeah, he still did have a look at it.
Awfully calm, this guy, Simon.
Close.
What an amazing point by Simon. Kept so many balls in play.
3-2, Anderson.
Let's get him going. Does he think it's 3-all?
Kevin, 3-2, huh?
3-2. Just taking a little break after that long and intense rally, 19 shots. Here's where apparently this year they're going to enforce the rule of 25 seconds, which is going to be tough after a rally like that.
Trocha was good. Replay the point.
Replay the point from the chair umpire, El Noor.
3-2, Anderson.
That was a huge point though, could have been 4-1 in Anderson's favour with that open court shot rather. 2-3. Fine body serve by Simon yet again. Nothing seems to rattle the Frenchman.
There's been such a ding-dong first set. Well, the momentum first with Gilles Simon, then moved back to Anderson. Now so dead even. Hard to call this one.
So right on the 1 hour mark, it's 6 games all, 3 points all in this tiebreak in the opening set in front of a full house here at this wonderful stadium in Pune. A very, very successful finish here for this Tata Open Maharashtra final. 3-all.
Well, a miss hit off the Anderson backhand. Giving Simon the advantage. 4-3.
Pressure back on Anderson, 3-4.
What an amazing pass. Moved like lightning to his right. Simon.
Well, this truly is another glorious pass off the forehand. The Frenchman catching it early, squeezing the cross-court pass with a lot of safety.
Look at the speed of foot. Wow. And still getting ready for the next one in case it came back.
3-5.
Huge point for the South African here. Yes. What a serve under pressure. What a tremendous serve under pressure.
5-4. Simon.
Beautifully placed.
So 5 points to 4 with 2 of his own serves. The Frenchman.
What was that? At 5-3, 5-4 the tiebreaker, you would have had to make him play. A serve that's just about 100 miles an hour, 162 kilometers. And he hits it long.
Well, there we are. An hour and 3 minutes. It's now Simon with his first set point.
What a phenomenal point! Whoa! Best point of the match by far. What a point!
39 short rally to give Simon the first set. Just some glorious tennis towards the end of this first set.
What a phenomenal point. The crowd absolutely on their feet.
So accurate, this Frenchman. Very close to the line.
Big question, Vij, is whether Gilles can keep this level up for the next 30 or 40 minutes. With his considering his physical fitness and his mental state. Ooh, that was big. 197. So there's nothing wrong with the shoulder.
He's ranked 89 in the world, Simon. Certain to move up, of course, after this. Anderson at 14.
Out. Game Simon.
And a quick hold by Simon.
First game.
32, that
set.
service. But Gilles Simon here really showing how mentally tough he can be in the closing stages of that first set. Wonderful tennis. Simon, of course, has been varying his serve to different corners of the box on the opponent's side. This is the service placement of the Simon serve. And Anderson has been a little bit more down the middle on both sides. Kevin Anderson, of course, with a better serve, both pace and otherwise, but his chances in the first set. Now serving behind in the second. Love one. Just trying to do more, which is a very natural thing to do when your opponent has such amazing legs to run down every ball. Just missing the line.
Game for Kevin Anderson here, starting to get a little rattled. Every serve and every big forehand is coming back, so he's got to go for a little bit more, which obviously increases the chances of unforced errors. So,
what a patient man, Gilles Simon.
Full marks for patience. Has a very, very good sense of what shot to hit when. He hardly ever overplays the ball, and he never goes for the low percentage shot unless he's got a really good look at the backhand down the line. Now 3 break points for the Frenchman to really get on top of this match.
Mr. Simon trying to call in the right near side line. Ball is called in.
Talking to Hebert, the doubles partner. Yeah, that was in. Oh, couldn't have placed it any better.
15-40. Mr. Simon has 2 challenges remaining. Mr. Anderson challenging the call in the right center service line. Ball is called out.
Oh, he nicked the line.
Love 40 down, hits 2 serves, both
30,
on the line.
40.
2 break points erased.
Does he have one more left in that arsenal? Still break point. Another challenge.
The serve on the right side, the ball is called in.
That was in. Talking to Hebert.
Oh, he nicked the line. He needs the breaks, Anderson.
Three massive serves bailing. Great forehand. Well, there's not a lot he could have done about those 2 serves. And this one as well. Serve bailing out the South African.
He did have 5 first serves, didn't he?
5 first serves. And he needed all 5 of them. The first 3 were spectacular though. 3rd day in a row that he's lost the first set in a tiebreak. Let's see if he can come back again. Oh, what an angle. How well played was this shot? Anderson not even close to it. He's such a smart player. That had a little bit more juice on it. The serve, 176. He plays so well within himself, Gilles Simon. Well, a few too many unforced errors for the Anderson racket. Huge mental effort for him to hold on to the previous game, though. Oh, yeah. Change the direction of the return. To go down the line, forcing the error. No. So with that backhand slice error, Frenchman goes up 2-1 in the second set, having won the first.
2-1. Correct was good.
Overruled from the chair, and rightly so. First serve. Same serve in the same spot.
15 love.
Oh, yeah. Good kicker out wide. That's probably the slowest first serve that Kevin Anderson has hit all evening. 143 on the speed gun.
Thirty 15.
That's two aces this game. 180 down the tee. We'll need a few more of those to keep him in this match.
15.
Such good placement as well.
Game Anderson.
Tremendous service. Exactly as he was in the same situation yesterday. Lost the first set. His opponent served ahead in the second. So pretty much the same situation.
We've had two good weeks starting the season. The Mubadala exhibition in Abu Dhabi, which he won, beating Agut in the final. And he's here in the final yet again. So lots of matches going into to Australian tennis season.
Love.
It's amazing to watch the two players.
Love.
The cat-like movement of this man on your screen and the big shot making of the South African. Direct contrast to each other.
40 love.
Just way too many unforced errors from Kevin, going for a bit too much. But I guess, like I said earlier, he's got to make up his mind as to how he wants to play this set, aside from serving big on his own service games. He does get beaten once in a way, but not that often.
40-15.
Had a good look at that. It's a great backhand cross court.
40-13.
Gets back and then this. He had it. I know in his mind he thinks he should have had it. Still game point.
Well, holds on comfortably, Gilles Simon, and it's on serve in the second set. Simon won the first.
What a get. Oh, and he missed it. That's what happens when you put one more ball back into the court. Kevin a little rattled. What amazing speed. This forehand would normally have been a clean winner against anyone else. But Simon moving back quickly, caught the corner of Anderson's eye and forced the error. Amazing. What a pickup. Ooh, he had it. This is a must hold for South Africa.
I love 40 once, and I love 30, 15-30.
Yeah, great serve. Well, Gilles Simon thought that the serve was going to the backhand, moving to the left a little bit, because that would be Anderson's favorite serve. Anderson surprising him down the middle. Nope, missed it. Another unforced error off the backhand gives Simon break point. Massive, massive point coming up right here. This one, not an easy shot from the middle of the court to go back to the forehand. Desperately needs the first serve, the South African.
The long on the point. Simon is in the driver's seat.
What an amazing break point again. Guy has played the big points so well, the Frenchman. Kept his composure amazingly well. Now with the break, up 4 games to 2. This one right here. Anderson overhits the backhand a little. Great rally. Now, let's see if the Frenchman is able to close out this game. Always more difficult to close out service games nearer the finish line. Not quite sure how Anderson could change the strategy in this late stage of the game, of the match. It looked long to me.
Yes, just keeping his game plan to perfection here, Gilles Simon.
He's executed brilliantly, no question about that. But at this point, Anderson should really make him work for every point. There's always the possibility that the Frenchman could choke a little bit. Well, mounting frustration for Kevin Anderson, and understandably, playing against a player who plays more like a backboard. Even that great backhand comes back, and the forehand a little late. Yes. Five games to 2 to the Frenchman. 1 set up and 4 points away from closing out this match when we come back. Well, the atmosphere for this final has been quite electric, and I would say 75% of the support has been for Simon, at least 75%. They've seen him play 3 wonderful matches and a very popular figure here. That's just a tremendous forehand. Oh, just brilliant stuff. That backhand return was copybook.
Well, he's really putting the nails to the coffin now. Anderson serve.
Look how early he takes that forehand cross court. And easy smash. No mistake with that.
Love 30 at 2-5. 2 points away from the championship. Tried to dip it.
Well, watching Simon play, he's such a smart player.
13.
Not many weapons, just his feet and his mind. Extremely solid though, especially his backhand side. The match still not over. I'm sure Kevin feels that if he holds the service game, always has a crack at the Simon serve.
Well, a sudden more pace on the Simon forehand. They're all cheering for the Frenchman. An hour and 34 minutes. And the Frenchman has 2 championship points.
Yeah, that forehand had a lot more juice on it than anything he hit previously. 2 match points.
What a point!
Brilliantly saved by Kevin Anderson. He had to play more than 20 shots, 25 balls to get past the Frenchman. And he's still got one more match point to save.
30,
This one finally forcing the error.
So after that bruising rally, Anderson still facing a match point. He's missed it! Simone is through!
Well done. What an amazing effort. Capped off an absolutely magnificent week. Beating the number 3 seed, Batista Gut. Then the number 1 seed, Marin Cilic. And now in the final, the number 2 seed, Kevin Anderson. And understandably delighted with his first big win of the year. A very, very deserved winner. And a very, very popular champion right here.